So there, the wind finally let up just a little bit. I just turned around at Fort Meade at the tunnel that goes under the road. What I'm doing today, it's Father's Day 2024, and what I'm doing is running the last section, or if you're running the 100 miler, it's the first and the last section of the Black Hills Ultra. But for the 50K, 50 mile, and 30K, this is the last section from Alkali into Sturgis. So today I'm doing a training run, and from Alkali over to here, which is Fort Meade, right over the hill there. Behind me, hopefully you can see it, that's Bear Butte back there. Just gonna get in a good, probably about 13-mile training run. If I post this video, it'll be kind of to help people from out of town that have never been on the trail before. The course, it's a beautiful course, but challenging. And when you get to Fort Meade here, you're probably a little less than a mile from the finish line. I didn't go into there because it's a bike path, and I don't need to do that today. What I need to do is run these hills, up and down these hills, and run this trail. So if the wind cooperates like it just did, I might try to, well, what I'm going to try to do is get a good workout in and maybe give you some little insight on the trail. So keep in mind, if you're finishing any of the 4 races, I'm going backwards right now, so you'll be going the other way. Currently, of course, we're on the Centennial Trail, but we're in, well, there's a Centennial Trail marker right there. We're also in the Fort Meade recreation area. So we're on Fort Meade property right now. And this building is remnants from probably the old cavalry days, I don't know. A lot of history here that I don't know enough to tell you about, but I don't know if these were barracks or what. But they're built out of rocks, so they're going to last a while. I'll take a detour here. Well built. Anybody knows what this truly was, they can leave comments below. That'd be cool. We'd all learn something. Okay, back onto the trail. So I'm not even a mile from where I turned around down there at Fort Meade. And I turned at the tunnel that goes under the road, which is less than a mile from the finish line. This is a nice section of the trail here. I'm gonna be going up here more pretty quick. Bear Butte over there. When you're running in on any of the 4 races, when you're finishing, you'll have a lot of views of Bear Butte. Makes it kind of scenic and interesting. Just had a fairly good climb out of the bottom, not terrible. Gained this ridge a little bit. I'd figure when I'm on the way in on race day, hopefully I'm feeling good, I can make some hay here. Fairly level, slightly downhill. Not technical at all. Now keep in mind, every time I give distances, it's going to be very approximate. They have good stuff posted about the distances. Where we're at right now is the Fort Meade Historic Cemetery. I don't know if that's the right name, but that's where we're at. And See, this is about, keep in mind, about 2 miles from the finish line, a little over a mile from the tunnel that goes under the road and hits the bike path. Neat section right in here. It's a beautiful trail with lots of diversity, challenges, vertical gain. I'm gonna have a lot of vertical gain going back up. That's for sure. Gonna kind of come up out of the bottom and get exposed for a little while, and then we're gonna go back into the trees. Yeah, I realize the wind isn't our friend, but just gained this ridge, and it's a nice flat run here, so when you weigh in you can kind of motivate. Came up from down there. There's the cemetery over there. All of that is Fort Meade, and of course once again Bear Butte. And off in the distance there's the world famous Buffalo Chip Campground. Lots of fun goes on there during the Sturgis Rally. Now we're heading down this way, and then I'm going to begin a long uphill. When we cross this gravel road on the way in, of course I'm going the other way, but when we come back this way and hit this gravel road, it's less than 4 miles to the finish line. So, kind of good to know. Back in the trees, really a nice section here. Left that gravel road just a little bit behind me. Now I'm going to be going uphill for, oh, more than a mile. There's a little robin coming with me. It's going to be a lot of vertical gain. Of course, that's why I'm out here today. If I have any hopes and chances of actually completing that Pikes Peak double in September, I got to do all the uphill I can do. So this section, I need to go to work. If you are a good downhill runner and you still have your legs under you at this point, you probably really like this section. Hopefully, as you can see, I hope I filmed that right, the trail is almost sand. Well, it is sand, because I think this ridge is sandstone. And man, if you can go downhill and you're fresh, should make some hay through this section. I'm still climbing since the road, and I'm about approximately 6/10 of a mile. Been mostly uphill since the road, and I know I got a ways to go because I came down this like a beach here. This is kind of a neat area here. Got to get clear up there before I gain the ridge. Been going over a mile vertical gain. There's, I think, Sturgis over there in the distance. Over a mile vertical gain. So when we're on our way in, we're going to have a pretty good mile split here if we can take advantage of it. That was good work. You can see clear out in the prairie there. I think I'm just about gaining the ridge. Then I'll flatten out here for a little bit, and then I'll go down for about a mile. Well, that last comment about gaining the ridge was totally a false summit. I've been going uphill for quite a bit here. I've still got some uphill work to do, but if my memory serves me right, I should gain this ridge pretty quick. But not yet. Oh. Probably a mile and at least a mile and a quarter to a mile and a half uphill since the gravel road. Whoa, that's what I was looking for. It's what I got out of bed to do today. Woo! I'm gonna deserve that grain belt. Okay, finally going down the uphill section that I ran this morning. This section is what we'll be coming at after we get out of the Alkali campground bottom there, and this is going to be the uphill. The thing I like about this section is it is uphill for quite a ways, but it's not drastic. It's kind of switchbacked when it's tough, and when it's not, it's nice. It's a, you know, pretty good grade. So if I remember right, 2 years ago when I ran the 50K, I actually ran this whole hill. Don't know if that was wise, because then I cramped up a little while later, but I did. So I intend to run it this year when I run the 30K, but like Mike Tyson says, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Just came out of the trees. Of course, there's Fort Meade again. And down there's where my truck is. That campground is just beyond those trucks. So on race day, you cross this little gizzy here, you're about to go uphill for a while. Yeah, that concludes my tour of the last segment of the Black Hills Ultra. Back at the truck, had a good run. For those that don't know, that's the Alkali campground right over there. Just across the road up the hill from the Alkali campground will be the Alkali aid station, and that aid station is approximately let's see, at the 12-mile mark of the 30K. So then it's 7 miles to the finish line from here for everybody on all races. About 7 miles to the finish from here. So what a great run. Really enjoyed it. I got in, let's see, a little over, about 12.5 miles. Don't know how much vertical gain and loss, but some. I'll look that up when I get home. And that's all I got today. I'm going to go home and enjoy Father's Day. If you watched it till now, you're a trooper. You're even a bigger trooper if you subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.